Overcoming anxiety and stress, facing life's paper tigers with faith and courage.
Hi, how have you been lately? I've noticed that you've been a bit absent and seem somewhat anxious. Oh, you noticed? Huh. It's because I've been feeling overwhelmed with so many concerns about the future. It feels like I'm always thinking about what could go wrong, and that leads to anxiety and procrastination. I understand. I feel that way sometimes too. Often, we let fear and anxiety take over our lives. According to Earl Nightingale in his audio The Strangest Secret, when it comes to the worries we carry, about 92% of them are unnecessary, and only about 8% are legitimate. And most of those 8% can be resolved. True. It means we often waste valuable time worrying about things that will never happen. Exactly. The human tendency is often to excessively worry about things that are beyond our control, but this statistic reminds us that most of these worries are unfounded. They are what we call paper tigers. Paper tigers? Paper tigers? What does that mean? Paper tiger. It's an expression we use to describe something that appears threatening but is, in reality, not a real danger. The term has its roots in Asia, where the tiger is often associated with strength and ferocity. However, in some cultures, the idea of a paper tiger emerged to represent something that seems scary, but is actually harmless. I understand. And how does this relate to our worries? It turns out that our ancestors lived in the wild and had a very different set of challenges and threats compared to today's society. Back then, the fear of predators and natural dangers was crucial for survival. The fight-or-flight instinct, which helped us survive real threats, was developed and honed over millennia. And how does this relate to our current concerns? As humanity has evolved and started living in more organized societies, many of the natural dangers were eliminated or minimized. In contrast, humans developed new sources of concern and stress. The pressures of modern life, such as work, finances, relationships, and the constant pursuit of success, created new forms of paper tigers. These concerns, often without a real basis in physical threats, can become chronic and contribute to widespread anxiety and stress. Anxiety and stress. Very bad. I understand better now. It's interesting how our fears have evolved over time. Yes, exactly. Unlike animals that can focus their concerns on the present and respond appropriately to real threats, we, as humans, tend to worry about the future, create negative scenarios in our minds, and even worry about what others think of us. The lack of detachment and the inability to release stress can lead to physical and mental health problems. That's true. We often let our worries dominate us. But how can we deal with this? We need to remember not to create paper tigers in our minds and face our fears with courage, confidence, and faith in God. This reminds me of a Bible verse that says, "For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control." 2 Timothy 1:7. This means that we can face our fears with confidence in the face of adversity. That's a beautiful verse. Do you know any Bible story that emphasizes this? Yes. I remember the story of Jesus calming the storm, found in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 4, verses 35-41. In this story, Jesus was in a boat with his disciples during a storm on the Sea of Galilee. While the storm raged and the waves threatened to sink the boat, Jesus stood up and, with a single word, calmed the wind and the sea. Oh, yes, that's an incredible story. It shows how faith and trust in God can calm the storms in our lives. Exactly. Faced with the paper tigers in our lives, we can learn from the story of Jesus to trust in our abilities and in God, turning what seems threatening into an opportunity to show our courage and resilience. True. And most of our worries are unnecessary. We worry about things that will never happen. That's right. Remember that most of our worries, about 92%, are paper tigers. Only 8% are real concerns. For those real concerns, most can be resolved, and for the ones we can't resolve, remember that Jesus is in the boat. Choose to have faith. I choose to stop worrying about the future. I choose not to be dominated by fear, but to face adversity with faith, courage, and determination. I choose to have faith that Jesus is in the boat of my life. Thank you for sharing this with me. It's exactly what I needed to hear. You're welcome, my friend. We're always in this journey together, facing our paper tigers with courage and confidence. In the journey of life, we all face challenges, concerns, and at times, we are overcome by anxiety and stress. However, this dialogue among friends reminds us of the importance of not allowing fear to take control. Instead, we can choose to confront adversity with faith, courage, and determination.
The metaphor of paper tigers reminds us that most of our worries are unfounded, and believing in ourselves, as well as having faith in God, can calm the storms we encounter along the way.
Just as the story of Jesus calming the sea teaches us, faith and confidence can be our powerful allies. So, when the winds of life seem turbulent, remember that with faith, you have the ability to face these adversities and overcome them.
We hope this dialogue has been a source of inspiration and encouragement to choose faith over fear. Remember that, although anxiety and stress may be a part of life, you have the inner strength to overcome them and navigate with courage toward calmer waters. You are not alone in this boat.
If this inspiring dialogue has touched your heart and resonated with you, we invite you to become a part of our community by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to share this video with those who may need these words of encouragement. And if you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up by clicking the like button. Your support means the world to us, and together, we can spread the message of faith and courage.
Thank you for being a part of our journey.